Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Kohn. Janelle is off tonight. It's only going to get more dangerous for the East Coast as Hurricane Florence barrels toward the U.S. mainland and millions of people. That storm, which jumped from a Category 2 to a Category 4 storm in just a matter of hours Monday, is now threatening to cause massive tidal waves and major flooding. As the storm closes in, CBS's Mola Lengi is in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, where people are either fleeing or hunkering down.
The most dire predictions about Florence moved closer to becoming a reality on Tuesday. Now a Category 4 storm, it's on track to make a direct strike on the southeastern United States.
It is an extremely dangerous, life-threatening, historic hurricane.
Officials in the Carolinas and Virginia continue to sound the alarm about the growing danger.
Even if you've ridden out storms before, this one is different. Don't bet your life on riding out a monster.
At the White House, FEMA officials briefed President Trump on the rapidly intensifying hurricane. Mr. Trump has declared a federal state of emergency for the region.
The safety of American people is my absolute highest priority. We are sparing no expense. We are totally prepared. We're ready.
More than 1.5 million people here along the coast are under a mandatory evacuation. Further inland, residents are bracing for what's being described as catastrophic flooding.
We're all waiting for generators, waiting for that storm to hit. We need some power for the house. So, doing the best we can. It's supposed to be a truck coming in 10:30, so we're all waiting here.
In some areas, supplies are already running low. Store shelves are being emptied of food, and many gas stations have put up signs like this one, saying they've run out. Mola Lengi, CBS News, Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina.
The latest forecast on Florence expected to make landfall either Thursday evening or early Friday morning. Back here in Montana, fire crews continue to battle against the Horseshoe Fire, that fire burning north of Three Forks near the small community of Clarkston. That fire is of an unknown origin. It sparked Monday night and has now blackened more than 2,000 acres, taking out several structures in its path. The Horseshoe Fire is burning in steep, rugged terrain, which of course makes it difficult for crews to access. The Gallatin County Sheriff's Office says crews today were able to stop the fire's forward progress and says that no additional structures were lost. Still, though, there is zero containment on the Horseshoe Fire. Fortunately, though, no injuries have been reported. Turning to the weather scene, Bob McGuire, not far from the Horseshoe Fire, there was a controlled burn along Highway 12 that got out of control last night, again heightening our concern about don't let your guard down. The fire danger is still there.
Exactly. Well, they figured we had cooler temperatures, maybe some spotty showers. It'd be safe to do that. But no, it's still pretty dry in a lot of spots. Let me show you. Here's our fire danger map here. It's a brand new one. This is what has recently come out. And you'll notice we do have a lot of places on the map where we have low to moderate fire danger. But we also got several places where we have high to very high fire danger. Most of those in the southern part of the state, south central Montana by Billings, also in Beaverhead and Madison counties, and also up by, I believe it is Havre, all the way through Lewistown. So a lot of places still have a lot of high and very high fire danger, and I think it's only going to get worse as time goes on. Of course, here in the Billings area, our fire danger is because we have got a lot of people there, and it just our fields and fuels are pretty dry right now across much of Montana. We haven't had rain for a while in the Billings area. Anyway, we'll have a forecast when we might see some rain in a few more minutes. Jay.
All right, thank you, Bob. Two violent crimes here in Billings in the last 2 weeks. One, a homicide, the other a shooting, but still no arrests have been made by Billings police. Tonight we're learning that doesn't necessarily mean that investigators don't have suspects. Rather, they're waiting for all the pieces to fall in place before filing charges. The Billings police say when it comes to last Sunday's shooting on Custer and First, they have been able to identify all the parties involved. And that's also true for the fatal stabbing that happened back on the 29th of August at the downtown Hardee's. Police Lieutenant Brandon Woolley tells us the department has the tough role of weighing the public's safety with protecting a person's right to due process.
It's a fine line that we have to walk. I know it's frustrating for people sometimes, but we can't compromise that investigation or the details at certain extents besides just offering our assurances that we don't think that the public is, in general, is in danger as a result of this case specifically.
And we did ask Lieutenant Woolley if there's been an uptick in violent crimes locally. He told us he doesn't believe the recent stabbing and shooting are connected to an overall rise in violent crime. Those who respond to emergency calls across our area have a new home, allowing for a more timely, coordinated response across Billings and Yellowstone County. The fire department's new 911 center staff showing off the new additions and improvements today. Now, some of the extras include locker rooms, dormitories, a kitchen, a break room, even a workout room. This new facility nearly doubles the capacity of the former dispatch center. Communications Center Manager Ann Kindness has served as a manager now for 28 years and says this new facility is something that's been in the works since the early 90s.
We have storage. That's amazing. You know, it's so unusual to have adequate storage because we have radio crash kits and telephone crash kits and all the materials that we need to run this operation. We have sleep rooms that are available for come on, stay on type situations. They will also serve as quiet rooms for staff members who handle emotionally charged or traumatic calls. They have a quiet place where they can compose themselves before they return to duty. But that's available here because we have a commitment to taking care of the people that are really making a lot of sacrifices and are so dedicated to taking care of everybody else.
That new $6 million facility just happens to be located at 911 North 24th Street. It officially begins operation next week. Well, the Montana medical scene has lost one of its most influential figures. Dr. Nick Wolter, longtime CEO of Billings Clinic, passed away last Friday at his home in Montana's Paradise Valley. The 70-year-old Wolter served as the clinic's CEO from 1997 until his retirement last year. He served on the board of the American Hospital Association as well as the American Medical Group Association, and in 2010 he was named as one of the 100 most influential people in healthcare. He also served 2 terms as a commissioner on the nation's Medicare Payment Advisory Commission. Word of Dr. Wolter's passing spread quickly, with healthcare groups and leaders offering their thoughts and condolences. The president of the American Hospital Association, Rick Pollack, called Wolter one of the healthcare field's most visionary leaders. Quote, Nick was a champion for rural healthcare and a nationally recognized leader in healthcare delivery innovation. Pollack said Wolter helped usher in a new era of hospital-physician partnership. And Montana Senior Senator John Tester says, quote, Wolter was a devoted advocate for a healthier Montana. He always put others first, caring for patients and their health care providers across our state. Senator Tester says Montana is brighter and better because of Nick Wolter. There will be a celebration of Dr. Wolter's life set for 5:30 Thursday afternoon at the Billings Clinic Commons. Still ahead on tonight's 10 o'clock news, it's a day that saw 2 towers fall and an entire nation rise. A look back at September 11th ceremonies. Plus, this girl never lost the beat or the rhythm in her heart after battling cancer. We'll show you how she learned to dance again. And later in sports, Skyview's soccer girls shoot for a 6-0 record. Scott shows us if they lock it up tonight against Senior.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Kohn and Janelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2. Montana's news leader.